Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing another one of these Bang Energies, and this one is going to be on the Candy Apple Crisp. So I got this particular drink out of the English website Land of Munchies, which sells, you know, American candy, drinks and soda and stuff like that. Just another one of these websites. Go check them out, go give them a Google and have a look. They've got all the bangs on there, so it's worth checking out. So it cost me £2.99, which is not too bad really, because bearing in mind, you know, if you go to like a service station or something in England, you can pay £2 to £2.50 for a can of like Monster or something like that, which is a crazy amount of money. So £3 really isn't that bad, seeing as it's imported. They've got to ship it, deliver it and make a profit. And you know what? It's to try and review, so why not? So really, you know, £3 isn't that bad. They could be a lot more. They could. I've certainly paid £4 or £5 before for some Monsters, so just bear that one in mind. Anyways, so let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So we have a nice bright colour design on this can. Definitely a lot brighter, or well, certainly a lot cooler than some of the other darker colours on the other bags. Of course, you have most of the can be in this green, but of course it doesn't really remind you of kind of like the zesty lime green. It's definitely more of like your traditional kind of normal bright green, kind of like, you know, like a bright green apple, hence the name of the drink. But yeah, it's definitely got the bright green apple rather than, like I said, more of a, you know, kind of zesty lime, more of like a lime green colour. So, and then we've got some red around the can. We've got red going around the top, red going around the Bang B, and then going around the font and logo and stuff, and just a little bit of red here and there. We've got the nutritional facts on that side, and then we've got a little bit of a story which we'll read in a second as well. On the bottom, we've got nothing, and on the top, everything's all standard and silver, including the pour ring. Taking a close look at the can, so around the top we've got super keratin, ultra CoQ10, EAA aminos, basically lots of fancy words that probably don't mean too much. So this is a 473 milliliter can, natural flavors, 0 calories per can. So Candy Apple Crisp. Well, Candy Apple, when you tell me Candy Apple, it kind of brings up the kind of like the candy apple you get at like kind of the fairs, which is like a market basically, if you don't know what a fair is, if you're not from England. And then crisp, apple crisp. Well, obviously it's not going to taste of crisps, so I guess the crisp is just more of a crisp flavour, I guess, but we'll find out soon enough. Now, of course, reading the nutritional facts, because of course it's American, so instead of nutritional information, it's nutritional facts. So it contains no fruit juice, nice to know. So all the bangs are sugar-free, which is good, and this one is indeed total sugars 0 grams, which is good. So there's quite a lot of vitamins on here as well. I won't go through all of them, but you can see there's like, you know, quite a lot of vitamins on both boxes there. Now in the ingredients, as with all the other bangs I have reviewed, I don't see any mention of sweeteners, because again their ingredients list is different to what we have to list over here in England/EU. So giving a quick glance over again, I can't say anything about sweeteners again. And the caffeine content, yet again, because it hasn't got it per 100 ml, it's only got the total amount of caffeine, and the total amount of caffeine is 300 milligrams in total for the can, which is, I think, a lot higher than 32 milligrams per 100 ml anyway. And apparently it's more than 2 cups of coffee, but of course that can vary on the size of coffee, what cup it is, how many shots, etc, etc. But then again, people drink 5, 6, 7 coffees a day, and you've just got one of these. So really, you are fine just drinking off one of these, rather than people drinking 5, 6 cups of coffee a day. Apart from that, let's have a quick read of the story. So, by the makers of the legendary Red Line energy products. Make no mistake, Bang is not your stereotypical high-sugar, life-sucking soda masquerading as an energy drink. High-sugar drinks spike blood sugar, producing metabolic mayhem, causing you to crash harder than a test dummy into a brick wall. And yes, it does really say that. Power up Bang's protein, brain and body rocking fuel, super keratin, caffeine, CoQ10 and EAAs, brackets, essential amino acids. Life is an extreme sport, and Bang is the extreme energy source to live life extreme. Not recommended for under 18s, 0 carbs, 0 sugars, 0 calories and 0 artificial colours, made in the USA, domestic and imported ingredients. And that's about it. So, of course, ultimately, before we go any further, yes, this is an energy drink. You know, it's got a fancy flavour, it's got caffeine. Yes, it is an energy drink. but because it's appetizing more of like the kind of body and brain fuel, which a lot of these kind of, again, amino acid kind of drinks do. A lot of those acid amino drinks, as I have reviewed in the past, taste disgusting and just not nice. But even though these are appetizing more of like, you know, protein, brain and body fuel and aminos and fancy words, for the most part, all of these bangs pretty much taste really, really nice so far. I've had a couple of disgusting ones, but what I'm trying to say is you look at all the other brands on my rule there, Monster, Rockstar, they don't advertise this, you know, amino and EAAs and super keratin and stuff like that, yet they still taste good. But what I'm saying is these are advertising it, so they're looking more healthy, but ultimately it's still an energy drink, so which is good. But anyway, so it's nice and cold. I have got a cup. Let's get straight to it. Hopefully it won't explode over me. So let's see. So it's going to be clear in color because, of course, there's no artificial colors, and every other single bang I've reviewed up to this point has been clear in color. So if it's not clear in color, then I think I should be worried. Right, don't explode. Hey viewers, Zesty Lime Studios here. If you want to save 10% discount on any of these Zest Gamer products, don't forget to use code ZESTYLS. The code will be in the description below. These are my two personal favourites, Horus and Hyper Beast. Thanks guys. There we go, lovely. So in terms of the flavour, it's going to remind me of the probably Rockstar Sour Apple. Now I know it's not advertised as sour, but I'm thinking this is going to be along those lines. I could be completely wrong, but of course there's only one way to find out. Anyways, the colour is clear. Surprise, surprise. Like I said, if it's not clear at this point, then you should be worried. There we go. So there wasn't too much fizz on the top there, which is nice, and there's not too many bubbles on the side either. So the colour is clear. Again, with all the other bangs, we do have a clear colour, but as with all the other bangs, there was just a little bit of just cloudiness white in there. I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but just a tiny bit of cloudiness in there. But for the most part, yes, it is clear in colour, and you can see my face, hello, through the drink. Anyway, let's give it a closer smell now and see what we can smell of. Oh, that smells lovely. Oh, it's got that, it literally smells like Rockstar Sour Apple drink. Oh, it's got that lovely, not artificial apple smell, but it's got the energy drink apple smell, which I'm sure most of you guys watching this video have tried an apple energy drink at some point. If not, then definitely try them out. But if you have tried the apple energy drinks, any brand, then you kind of know what I mean. It's got that you know, the energy drink apple smell, which obviously necessarily isn't smelling of real apples, but it smells freaking nice. Oh, it smells incredible, similar to like almost like apple air freshener in a way. But anyways, cool. Well, nevertheless, guys, let's taste some. That's nice. That's really nice. That's going down way too fast already. That is lovely, beautiful, and of course it's nice and cold. It's been in my fridge. It's really, really superb flavour. As I said, initial reaction, yeah, really, really nice, really, really nice drink. So, oh, that's nice. I tell you what, there's not enough apple energy drinks around these days. It just isn't. There just isn't. They need to bring out some more. Some of these companies. But anyway, so yes, as this is sugar-free, it's got the sugar-free sweetness, which I'm sure again most of us are familiar with, but it hasn't got any of that nasty sugar-free taste, which some energy drinks do. Some of the cheap ones that are sugar-free, they've got, you know, kind of just a really kind of nasty, just a nasty cheap flavour kick to them, which again I'm sure some of you guys have tried the cheaper ones, and this hasn't got this nasty cheap sugar-free flavour, which is good. So it's got the sweetness there, but of course it's not the sugar sweetness, it's the artificial sweetness, but the good version of it, to the point, like I said, there's no weird flavours or any you know, weird chemical taste or anything like that. Some people say that all sugar-free drinks have this weird sugar-free taste, but I just don't personally see it myself with some drinks, and this is a prime example of just, you know, where this drink does not need sugar. But anyway, so the drink itself, so of course you've got beginning, midsection, ending, and then the aftertaste of the drink. Now, for the most part, yes, this is just apple flavour. In terms of the crisp side to it, I mean, yes, it's a really nice crisp flavour, but if it didn't say crisp in it, I'd still be saying it's got a nice crisp to the point apple flavour. So I think that's just a naming thing there. And in terms of being candy apple, well, yes, I guess because with a lot of apple energy drinks are generally sour apple energy drinks. Like the Rockstar one was sour apple. This hasn't got any sour side to it, or any sour to it, which is fine. Because it's nice to have a normal apple, fizzy apple energy drink for once. But the candy apple, again, because it's sugar free, hasn't got, because when you think of candy again, you think of like glazed candy apple, like could fail at the market. So the candy and the crisp part to it is just, they're just names at the end of the day. But the apple side to it, yes, it really does taste of apple. Now, arguably, you could probably say, well, ultimately, is this just like appetizer? No, this is not like appetizer. You could say, well, is this just then just generic kind of fizzy apple juice? Well, no, it's not, because again, it's got the energy drink apple taste, and appetizer and other fizzy generic apple drinks don't taste like the apple energy drink flavor, which we all know and love. So I'm glad it's like that, because again, it reminds me of other apple energy drinks, which is really, really nice. But as this one apple flavor, the beginning midsection of the drink, you get a nice strong apple flavor, and again, it's that lovely, beautiful, good strong apple flavor which we know and love from energy drinks. And then it kind of dies down a bit towards the aftertaste, and then the ending as well. There's not too much of the ending, in the aftertaste, but for the most part, you get a nice, good, strong apple flavor towards the beginning and the midsection of the drink, which then drops off into not much else. But the beginning part is just really, really nice, and that's what really makes a drink well worth it. So let me sip a bit more. Yeah, lovely strong apple, beginning, midsection, and it begins to die off a little bit, just a little bit of sweetness really in there. But yeah, your flavors mostly begin in the midsection of the drink, which is not a bad thing, but it's one flavor, so you can't really add any more flavors in there. But trust me guys, this is a really nice apple flavor. Absolutely beautiful. I would definitely be happy finishing the rest of that off camera. So yes, really impressed with that, guys. As I said, there's no weird flavors, no weird tastes, hasn't got the sour kick to it like some of the other apple energy drinks, which is not a bad thing. It's just a nice standard apple energy drink, which is good. Sugar free, is what I expect. Lovely, well done. Really impressed with that. So there you go. If you are looking to buy the bangs off the websites, do pick up the candy apple one as well and give it a try. So anyways, viewers, I will give that drink a thumbs up from me. I'll definitely be happy to try that drink again if it ever pops up somewhere in their shop. So as always, viewers, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check that description below. You can check me out on TikTok, Instagram or Twitter. Or if you want to support the channel, you can check me out on Patreon. Minimum support is £1 and that'll go towards new drinks, which means new videos for the channel. So as always, viewers, thanks for watching.